Good day guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Norbert. In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create your first AI chatbot. Before we get started, let's take a look at what we'll be creating in this video. We are going to create a simple chatbot that collects a name from the user and greets them according to the time of the day. You will learn how to use the captcha card to collect information from the user. You also learn how to use variables to store information collected from the user for later use. We will also use the execute code card to write some custom code. Open your web browser and head over to botpress.com. Log in or sign up for a new account if you don't have one already. Okay, so once we've logged in, we'll create a new chatbot in our workspace. So this space doesn't have any chatbot yet, so we can create a new chatbot. Here, we'll choose start from template. Then we can choose basic, empty, then say hello to your chatbot. Okay, great. So once that is done, this is our canvas. This is where we'll develop our chatbot. So the first thing that we want our chatbot to do is welcome the user when they land on when they start conversing with the chatbot. So I'm going to right click and add a standard node, which I'll quickly rename to welcome user. So I'm going to connect my start node to my welcome user. So here I'm going to click on add card and send a message to the user. Here the message would be welcome to iCode. Okay, so after that, I think I also want to say we want to collect their name. We want to know who they are, so we'll let them know what we want to do. So we're gonna say let's get started by knowing you. Okay, so we welcome them and then we tell them we want to know who they are. So the next step is we want to get their name. With their name, we want them to tell us what their name is. So I'm going to add another card for this. I'm going to use a captcha card. There are various options here. You can get a number, you can get a boolean, you can get a price, color, but for this one I'm just going to choose the raw input card, captcha card, and put it down here. Then ask a question to ask the user. We'll say, what is your name? So just to quickly test out to see if this is working, I'm just going to start here and test it out. Hello, welcome to iCode Consultancy. Let's get started by knowing you. What is your name? So I'm going to type my name is Norbert. So currently we're not doing anything with the name. Now we need to store it so that we can use it later. For that we'll need to create a variable. So you can either go here where it says variable, or you can just click the captcha card, and then where it says store result in, you just create a variable where we're going to hold the name that the user typed in. So we're going to say username. Okay, so there we go. Quickly before we proceed, there's something I'm just going to do here. It says workflow.username. username. So this is the scope and this is the name of the variable we just created. So I'm just going to come here to my variables here, then I'm going to click on the one that we just created. I will edit it. For the scope, I'm going to say change it to user, and then the type I'll leave it at that. The name, username, remains the same. So I'll close that. So now just collapse this. So here we captured the name. Now I just want to echo out whatever name the user typed in. So I'm just going to use a sent message in here. I'm going to use a double curly braces that allows me to have access to my variables in botpress. So I'm just going to say user.username. So whatever the user types in, I'm just going to echo it out down here. So let's test that. Hi, what is your name? My name is Norbert. Okay, great. So this is working fine. So let's proceed. Next is we want to to determine what time of the day, because we want, once we know who they are, we're going to greet them back and say good morning, good evening, good afternoon Norbert, nice to have you here. So for that I'm gonna use an execute code card. Before that, I think we're just going to create another variable. This one, it will hold the time of the day, so I'm going to name it time of day. I'll leave it as a workflow variable. That should be fine. Type string. Maybe I'll just put a optional description that says stores time of the day. Okay, good. So once that is done, I think we can go back here to our execute code. So in botpress, the beauty is that it allows us to use plain English to generate code. So we are not going to write actual code to determine what time of day. So what I'll do is I would say set, just put in this prompt, okay, I'll press enter. Alright, so as you can see, we've got all this code that has been auto-generated by us just by writing this prompt in plain English. How sweet is that? So I'm just going to accept these changes. There's nothing that I want to change there. And then now that we've got our time of the day, like we did, let's just echo out the time of the day to make sure everything is working. So here I'm going to just put a send message card and then double click presses to access the variable time of the day. This is a workflow scope variable, so we can say workflow.time of the day. Let's see if this is working. Try it again. Hi, what is your name? My name is Norbert. Okay, Norbert, morning. Great. So this is working fine. As you can see, we were able to calculate the time of the day and store it in a variable, and then here we just echoed it out. So what we want to do now is I will get rid of this. I don't need it for now. I also don't need to echo out time of the day. So now we want now we got the name, now we want to greet them. So we're gonna say we'll add a send message card and say good, and then we put our curly braces, and so we say workflow dot time of day. So it will say good afternoon, good morning, and then we'll also add another curly braces, and then we say user.username, good morning Norbert. You can say nice to have you. Okay, so let's test to see if this is working. We're gonna start again. Hi, welcome to iCode Consultancy. Let's get started by knowing you. What is your name? My name is Norbert. Enter that in. Norbert. Good morning Norbert, nice to have you. So you can see our code is working. Good morning Norbert, nice to have you. I think I don't need to echo out. So this is working as expected now. But the problem with our bot is currently is each time the user visits the site, we will ask them for their name over and over again for each instance they come back to the site. Now we don't want that, so we want to improve the logic of our bot to make sure if we collect their name once, we will not need it to collect it again, since we would have captured it already. So for that, we're going to create another variable and say this can be I think a user scope, that's okay, and then this will be a boolean, and then the name is new user. I'm going to expand additional settings and say add. So we will use it to track if the user is new. If they are not, we'll do something different. So here I'm going to just arrange these things better. So what we want to do is, if they are a new user, we'll ask them for their name, but if they are not a new user, we'll just do something different. Maybe we'll just greet them because we already know their username and we know what time of the day it is. So I'm going I think we'll just be arranging these things a little differently in order to calculate what we need here. Okay, great. So now that we've declared our variable new user, which checks if the user has come to the site before, we want to make use of it. So here we're going to add an expression. So expression is what it is. It's just an expression which evaluates to true or false. So I'm going to put it just below welcome to iCode Consultancy, because this is where we want to check if this is a new user. So again, we are not going to write the condition ourselves. We are going to just write in plain English and say if new user is true, is false, sorry. First, if they okay, so it says if not user, if this person is already logged in before, this is what we want to do. So if this person is logged in before, I'll create another node. I'll say great, because that means they've already come to the site before, so we already know them. So we will not bother collecting their username because we already have it. So we'll navigate to greet. So here we say, I think I can just copy and paste code. Okay, so I'm just gonna, instead of nice to have you, maybe I'll just say welcome back. Okay, so let's see. So if they are not a new user, we're just gonna get over here and greet them because we already know them. If they are a new user, we'll continue going down. We'll get their name. I think I can get rid of this one. I don't need to echo out my username anymore. So we will get to this bottom here. We'll get down here. So what I want to do now is, since we've already collected since we have collected their name, we want to set the variable new user to false since it's already true. So here I'm going to say set variable new user to false, because they are no longer new, they've been to the site before. Okay, so this is okay. So we've greeted them, and then here once we reach to the bottom here, I think we can just test that out later, but for now let's just test to see if our logic is working. I'm going to start as a new user. I'm going to say hi, and then my bot will greet me. Welcome to iCode Consultancy. Let's get started by knowing you. What is your name? My name is Norbert. Good morning, Norbert. Nice to have you. Okay, so just to test the logic of being a new user, I'm going to say hi. Welcome to iCode Consultancy. Good. Okay. I think we have an error here. As you can say, we did not get the time of the day. So this is something interesting. Okay, something's not working right here. As you can see, it says good, Norbert, welcome back. So we didn't get the time of the day here. So we don't have that. The time of the day was not set. Our code came and executed this card here, and then we determined this is not a new user, so we came here. I think we need to just rearrange where we calculate the time of the day. So we're going to move it up here. So before we do anything else, we welcome them to iCode Consultancy. We determine the time of the day, and then we proceed. So I'm going to start all over again. I'm going to say hi. Now this works fine. Welcome to iCode Consultancy. Good morning, Norbert. Welcome back. So essentially this is what we wanted to achieve with our code. I think then, because our flow needs to end, so we can just plug this here, and then here I'll add an expression which is just an always true, which is to make sure that our chatbot always reaches the end state. So this is it right here. We can test it one more time. I'm going to say start as a new user. I'm going to say hi. Welcome to iCode Consultancy. Let's get started. Welcome to iCode Consultancy. Let's get started by knowing you. What is your name? I'm going to say John. Good morning, John. Nice to have you. Okay, great. So this is working fine. So I can type hello. Good morning, John. Welcome back. So now we can see the flow. Our flow is working. So this is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we wanted to achieve. We achieved our chatbot where it greets our user depending on time of the day. So there you have it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next pod.